Act 4, Scene 3. Now, I'm a cat. This is right before Juliet takes the potion. And she's kind of talking to her parents about what she wants to do before that happens. And she tells the nurse specifically, I need to pray tonight. I've done some bad things, and I need to make sure that the heavens smile upon what I'm doing, because my state is cross and full of sin. I've disobeyed my parents, I've lied to people, I've done a bunch of things, so I need to be alone tonight so that I can just pray. Julie's mom asked if she needs any help, and she said, no, I've pretty much gotten together everything I need to get together, and, plus I kind of want to just be alone tonight, and I'm sure that you have a lot of your own stuff you got to take care of to get ready for the wedding. Meow. Mom says goodnight and then leaves, and Juliet is left alone in her room. And she starts to get really nervous about this, because all of a sudden, she's starting to find this plan to be a little bit sketchy. She almost calls the nurse back to her, but then she says her first fear is that this isn't going to work at all, and that maybe Friar Lawrence just gave her something that, it's not really a potion, doesn't really have any medicinal effect, and that she's going to wake up the next morning, she'll go to sleep thinking it's going to work, and then she'll wake up the next morning, and then she's asked if she's going to have to get married, and she said, nope, if that takes place, then I'm going to use this knife to take care of things. The next fear she has is, what if, instead of the friar giving her a potion he said is like poison, he actually gave her poison. It would still do the same thing. She'd take it, she'd pass out, but she thinks maybe this is Friar's way of kind of getting himself out of trouble. If the parents found out that Friar married them without permission, he could maybe get arrested or killed, or something bad happened to him. So this way, if she just wakes up, and then if she doesn't wake up, rather, and she's just dead, then he doesn't need to worry about it. But then she says, no, that's probably not it. He's holy. He's a good person, so that's probably not the case. The next fear she has is that, what if she wakes up before Romeo's there? So she's down in this tomb, and it's dark, and she's surrounded by all these dead bodies, and what if she's there and dies because she can't breathe down in that tomb before Romeo even gets there? Her next fear after that is, what if she wakes up and lives, which might even be more terrifying for her than if she were to die. Wake up and there's hundreds of years of bones of her ancestors in there. So there's lots and lots and lots of dead bodies in there, and so to wake up and be terrified. One of the bodies in there is Tybalt, who was only recently killed. And her next fear is that, she wakes up and she goes crazy. She goes insane because she's so terrified. I don't know if you remember Mandrake from Harry Potter, when they're in some class and they pull up the little screaming baby thing. That's what a mandrake is. And it's kind of a mythological. It's supposedly supposed to scream when you pull it out. And so she said, if that happens and she hears all these terrifying things and there's all these dead bodies around, what if she goes crazy? Around line 51 to 54, she said, if I were to wake up and go crazy, what if I ended up having to take one of the bones from my ancestors, like a leg bone, and beat myself over the head till I died? At last, she makes the decision to drink. And she thinks she sees Tybalt's ghost looking for Romeo. At this point, she says, Romeo, I drink to you. And she drinks it, and that's the end of Act 4, Scene 3.